right, so this is on page 541. You have some blank page here. We're going to graph another one. This time it's going to look so we're going to graph this. So our instruction right here, graph. So where are we going to start with? The d value. So our d value is -1. We can label that. Our amplitude, our a value is 3. So if our center line is at -1, we will go up 3 and down 3. So that'll move us up 1, 2, 3, a maximum at 2, and 1, 2, 3, a minimum at -4. So our first two examples were really squished. I wanted to make one that wasn't quite so squishy. What's our period going to be? Well, if we use our formula, our period is 2 pi over the b value, and our b value is pi over 4. How do we divide by a fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal, so we could say this is 2 pi over 1 multiplied by 4 over pi. Can you see that the pi's cancel out? And you're just left with 8. So the first time you see a question like this, you might feel like I've done something wrong. There's no more pi left. But it isn't anything wrong. The period is 8. In fact, this is probably more realistic to something that happens in real life. Maybe it repeats itself after 8 minutes, or maybe something repeats itself after 8 hours. So then anytime you have real numbers in your data, then you're going to have pi in your equation. Dividing that into 4 equal sections is pretty easy. Half will be 4, half of that will be 2, and this one will be 6. So now that we've done the d value, the amplitude to find our max and min, and our b value to find our period, and separated into 4 equal sections, this is a sine graph, and a sine graph starts in the middle, going up. So at 2, it'll reach its maximum. At 4, it's back at the middle. At 6, it's all the way down to its minimum. And 8, it's back to the middle again. One thing that you might find yourself tempted to do when you go back to the middle is just go back to the x-axis. But it's actually back to the middle means back to your sinusoidal axis. And so our graph looks like this before we've done any transformation. Finally, we need to move this one 2 to the right. So this point will go here. And there we have our graph.